Look at this. This is clearly what we call a barn find, man. This car was pulled out. Mechanically, it looks like it got running. And nothing else was changed. Nothing. Look, all the brass is dulled out, the paint. This is incredible. What year is it? 1912, 1914? Incredible, man. You know, when I see one of these four-door, it reminds me of the Archie comics, you know? Hein? C'est quelque chose, les Archie comics, là, les petits comic books avec Archie. C'est exactement ça.
Il était rouge.
Oui, il était rouge.
Parce que la loi dit que le transport de l'essence doit être rouge. Un contenant d'essence doit être rouge. Lui, il y avait un automètre dessus.
Oui, ça fait une baisse.
C'est 100 000
1915, man. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, when I was a little kid, okay, my grandparents would take me and my brother to La Ronde, the amusement park, right off the island of Montreal, and they had this kiddie ride. And I was convinced for a long time that actually the cars that went on a track, just like the San Francisco cable cars, were the real thing, but they were, you know, there was nothing mechanical about them. Actually, it's not the case. It's actually, I think those were smaller. Yeah, one of the most widely sold cars in the world, next to the Volkswagen Beetle and the Toyota Corolla, was the Model T Ford, man. Back in the day when it didn't matter, you know, about a car's size, it was just the same thing made everywhere. It doesn't matter if it was England or Australia or Africa, it was pretty much the same thing all over the world, except maybe it was right-hand drive on one side and the other. The guy, I couldn't help the owner help saying that he was been driving this thing 4 years. You know how many people would have bought this car and would have restored it in that time? That's really amazing. I mean, look how chipped off the paint is. It looks like because probably of humidity, I guess. But you know, the thing I wonder though, oh no, that was repainted. It's true, because as Henry Ford would say, you can have any Model T Ford you want as long as it was black. And the reason was because black dried the fastest and white, I guess, was the opposite. So this car was probably repainted God knows when, in the 40s or 50s, and that's really something. What a trip, man. What a time capsule. This is the kind of car that should be in the Smithsonian almost, even. You know, you look at all the other Model T Fords, let me go over here and show you, and they're all restored. All these cars are restored. And they're really nice. They're beautiful. But this is as close as original as you're going to get for a car that's over 100 years old. And the guy drives it. So you know he doesn't live in Montreal like me, that's for sure. You know? Anyway, that's a nice, very nice flashback. Good for him.